who had a look. And what had transpired was a period of about 3 or 4 years previously, they'd gone through reorganization for a particular business transition they were going through, brought in a team of people that had the right capability. They nailed it. They did a good job. And because they were successful, the needs of the team shifted. But the skills of the people there and the role descriptions around them didn't. And so what they were starting to actually see once they scratched the surface after these smoke signals drew their attention to it was there was a real dissonance between the jobs being asked and the skill sets of those being asked to do it. And so their role descriptions were just fundamentally not fit for purpose. So they turned role descriptions as one of their sort of, they used it in a safety team. One of their critical controls they needed to look around the organization was, how many of our role descriptions are woefully out of date? And I'm sure this will be a complete surprise to any Australian business that I'm sure is highly efficient. They had a number that weren't up to date. And so they had a team that deal with that. That's their day job. That wasn't they didn't need a degree in psychology to go do our role descriptions. And so all of a sudden it didn't become one of these sort of touching TNT with, do I cut the red cord or the blue cord to stop the bomb exploding? Oh, mental health. Oh, I'm not a psychologist, Francois. No, you're an HR expert. And guess what? People's skill set and what you ask of them is either going to help them or hinder their well-being. And guess what? And so I think what I loved about that was organizations are constantly changing things like role descriptions, reporting lines. You just give these smart people a little bit of a mindset shift around. And are you also considering connection? Are you also considering relationships? Are you also considering people's well-being in that space? Still do the same work, just ask a few different questions, and you can shift the mindset by an inch, and you can all of a sudden see for miles. And I think that's the power of that mindset shift. I think is often underestimated